today's video, I'm going to be showing you this makeup look right here. I am so excited for today's video because this is by far my most favorite makeup tutorial that I've ever done on my channel. This has got to be my most favorite makeup look that I've ever done, period. So, quick story that you probably don't really care much about at all. This eyeshadow came out from Makeup Forever about a year ago. It's M-928. This came out last summer and it sold out fast, and it sold out like up until about now. I am so excited because this look has been in my brain for about a year, because as soon as I saw that eyeshadow, ugh, dog hair. As soon as I saw that eyeshadow, I just thought of this look right here. I'm just so excited to make this video today. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm starting out with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Taupe. I haven't showed myself filling in my brows in a while, so I felt like it was time. Then I'm taking this concealer from Urban Decay and I'm starting to prime my eyes with this. I like using a concealer because it helps to cancel out any discoloration on my eyes and help to prime for the eyeshadows. I carve out the bottom part of my brow and then tap it into my skin. Whoa, 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 calm down. Calm down. Then I'm taking this Painterly paint pot from MAC, and this is also going to help prime my eyes. This is not really necessary. I just take an extensive amount of steps to prime my eyes. If you want a whole video on how I prime my eyes to the tens, just let me know. I can totally do that video. Here I'm just setting my eye area with the lightest color from the Anastasia Contour Kit because I like to have a nice eyeshadow base for the other eyeshadows to go onto. I'm taking Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek and also Anastasia Beverly Hills Birkin eyeshadow, and with an E40 brush from Sigma, I'm just going to work this into my crease. I find that it's the easiest way to blend out your eyeshadows if you aren't afraid to go all over the eye area. I'm using circular motions instead of windshield wiper motions because that helps so that it looks more blown out and blended rather than just focused in one area. Next, I'm taking Dusty Rose from Anastasia, and on a more precise brush, this is an E35 from Sigma. I'm doing that same exact thing and putting it into the crease with circular motions. Then to define it even more, I'm taking Blackberry from MAC, and I'm focusing this more into the crease, a little bit lower, not so high up. Now is when you want to be a little bit more precise and use those windshield wiper motions instead of circular motions because you want it more defined in that crease area. To highlight, I'm taking MAC Cosmetics Shroom eyeshadow, and on an E25 brush, I'm just highlighting my brow bone area. We will be highlighting with the shadow later on, but first we want to go in with this eyeshadow here. This is M-928. This is the star of this makeup look, and on a MAC 242 brush, I'm going to rub this all over the lid area. You want to make sure that you're patting and not swiping, or you can pull it taut and wiggle it into the skin. And this brush actually helps so that you don't have a lot of fallout. Matte shadows usually do get fallout, but this one is pretty creamy for a matte shade. Then I'm just taking an E25 brush, and with Blackberry eyeshadow from before, I'm just helping to blend out this shadow so that it looks very blown out. Then with Dusty Rose, I'm just blending it out even more, and feel free to go back to any of the lighter colors that we used earlier because that will help to blend out your shadow. For my eyeliner, I'm applying some Inglot Gel Eyeliner, and I'm surprisingly not doing a wing. And then I'm taking a little bit more of that M-928 shadow and helping to blend out the liner because I wanted it to be a little bit more soft and not so dramatic. I didn't want like a thick black line. Next, I'm applying some mascara. This is the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. Any mascara will do because we are going to be putting false lashes on top of it. The lashes that I'm using are from Mosquito, and they're in the style Viola. And these are just beautiful. I have a link down below where you can get 10% off. It's the code briannaxoxo, and you can get your lashes at a discount. So I'm just applying these here. I have a full in-depth detailed video on how to apply false lashes. I will post that down below in the info box. Moving on to the face, I'm taking this primer from Makeup Forever. It is the Smoothing Primer, and I'm just focusing it right where my pores are and then also where I get texture. This helps to smooth out those areas and kind of blur out your imperfections. So I'm also bringing this down on my jawline because that's where my makeup tends to come off throughout the day. So now I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation with this IT Cosmetics brush. I'm buffing this into the face, and this is quickly becoming my new favorite foundation. I've used it ever since we got it at Generation Beauty, and it's just beautiful. I love it. So I'll post my in-depth review of this foundation down below in the info box if you want to know all about it, my thoughts on it, and just more information about it. So I'll post that down below. Next, I'm applying this concealer. This is the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay, and I'm putting it under my eyes, and I'm also highlighting with this. I'm blending it in with the other side of that IT Cosmetics brush, and this brush is pretty awesome. I love that it has both ends because I can go back and forth with it, and it saves time when doing my makeup. If you want a full cream highlighting and contouring video, let me know down below. I'm using this Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the color Almond, and this stuff is amazing. This was my first time using it, but I'm already in love with it. I'm using this brush from Crown to blend it out, and I'm using this to just contour and chisel out my face. Next, I'm just taking that concealer that we used before and just helping to chisel out that contour area. And now I'm setting all of the highlight areas. I'm using Emphasize Shaping Powder from MAC to do this. I'm putting this underneath my eyes and anywhere else that I highlighted with that concealer. And then I'm setting the rest of my face with the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural from MAC, and I'm just using this big fluffy brush from Sigma to do this. Then to bronze my skin, I'm using the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion Bronzer, and I'm bronzing and not contouring. So I'm putting this where the sun would naturally hit my face, right on the top of my forehead, kind of like on my cheeks where you would put your blush, but just to give it a more bronzy effect. And this is really, really pretty. I love the effect that it gives. And then to strengthen my contour a little bit more, I'm mixing these two colors from Anastasia, and I'm chiseling out and setting that cream contour with the NARS Ita brush. And then for my highlight, I'm mixing these two highlighters from Becca. We have Moonstone and we have Opal. Moonstone really works for me because I'm more fair, but because I have more of a tan, Opal works for me as well, and it gives that champagne color. Then I'm taking Desert Rose Blush from MAC, and I'm applying it to my cheeks with the 168 brush from MAC. And then I'm finishing up the under eye area. I'm using this angled brush from Anastasia. It's made for the dip brow, but you can use it for whatever you want. I'm taking that Makeup Forever eyeshadow that we used before all over the lid to precisely define my lash line, and then I'm using this brush from Sigma to buff it out using any of those transition shades. You can use Dusty Rose from Anastasia, you can use Birkin, Peach Smoothie, whatever you want. I think I just kind of went back and forth and mixed them together to blend this out. Then we're going back to that Shroom shade that we used to highlight our brow, and we're highlighting the inner corner. And then I'm applying mascara to my bottom lashes just to balance out the heavier top lashes that we have going on. For my lips, I'm using my new favorite lip liner from MAC. This is called Edge to Edge, and it's the perfect color for me. It is like my lip color but better kind of color. So I'm applying this all over my lip area, filling it in completely, and it is just so pretty. Here I'm looking for my lip brush and I cannot find it anywhere because I want to apply a liquid lipstick from Anastasia, and you can get a more precise application with it that way. So here I'm using Pure Hollywood liquid lipstick from Anastasia, and with my lip brush from Sigma, I'm applying it mainly to the center of my lips, but I'm feathering it out all over the rest of the lip area as well. And then I'm going to go back to that edge to edge lip liner and focus that mainly on the outer part. And this kind of helps you to blend out your lip color even more and make it look really blended and seamless, like a very natural looking ombre. It shouldn't even look like you have two lip colors on your lips. It should just look like it fades out very nicely. Then I'm going to set my whole face with the All Nighter makeup setting spray from Urban Decay. And this is the completed makeup look. Moving on to my hair, it was pretty ratchet up in this messy bun clip thing that I had going on, so I'm going to fix it. I'm using this flat iron from NuMe, and I'm just kind of straightening out the areas that were kind of kinked from the clips that were in my hair. And then I'm going to clip in my hair extensions just to give myself a little bit of volume and a tad bit of length. It doesn't give me a lot of length, but I usually use it just for the volume. Then I'm using this 32mm Titan wand from NuMe to create some curls in my hair. I'm mainly putting all of them away from my face, but a couple random ones are going towards my face as well. And now my hair is complete, and this is the completed look. Alright, so that's everything for this video. I really hope that you guys like this makeup look, and I hope you guys try it out for yourself. I think that this would look so good on everybody. So if you recreate it, make sure you tag me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything. I would love to see your looks that you create. So if you have any questions, please let me know down below in the comment section, and don't forget to check out my information box because I have discount codes and information all up in there. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys next time.
Oh my God, we're back again.